Okay, we are going to do some recording here on how to create a case in Trial Director as well as bring documents into the case. You've already scanned and numbered your documents, which I have in this one, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up exactly as I normally would, and you can just kind of watch and go along. The first thing that I'm going to do is actually go into my drive here and create a new folder, and we're going to call this new, we're going to go with new folder, and I'm going to call this new folder cases. You may already have one of these on your machine. I don't on this one. After we create the cases folder, inside I'm going to create a new folder. This was called Brumley is the name of this case. It's actually Brumley v. Keach. And so inside of there I am going to place my documents, and my documents I've actually scanned on our big machine here, and I've stored them over inside of this drive under Brumley. So I'm actually going to open that folder up, and I'm going to take the documents that I have, which already have the numbers on them. These have already been numbered. I'm going to select all of these documents, and I'm now going to move them directly over. Well, I said I was going to. I can't see my mouse. There we go. Select all. Move them over here and drop them. And so that'll move them over to my actual physical hard drive where they reside. I don't want them on the external. I really want them to stay locally on my machine. And so that's going to give me the ability to then add them to the database. And so one of the first things that I'm going to do is open Trial Director. I don't have a shortcut on my desktop. I just keep it in the program files. So I'm going to go ahead and open Trial Director 6 and open it up here and create a new case. I'm also going to close down my external drive because I don't want to mess with that any longer, and I may just go ahead and eject it and pull it out so it's not in the system anymore. And so now we're going to go ahead and launch Trial Director and create a new case. So alright, so we're back now, and what I'm going to do is create a new case. I don't have a case yet to open, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and cancel this out and just go to File and create new case. And it doesn't matter where you save your case location. I always just use the default, and I name it Brumley v. Keach, and then I'll tell it next here and create. And so what we've done now is created the case in Trial Director. And so at this point I will go ahead and drag and drop the first document. Now all documents are done the same way. Now right here I'm using PDFs. You can use TIFFs, you can use whatever you want to use, but I don't mind using PDFs because it seems to be, fairly good, good quality and whatnot. But I know that in this one it's named Brumley 1 through 428. This is documents number 1 through 428 is the electronic number that's been placed on them. I'm going to drag that and drop it here. Now when I get it in here, it asks me, it gives me all these things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this by file name. Okay, I'm going to add it by file name, and I'm going to click OK. And what that's going to do is add these documents to Trial Director. So you can see here we have, there's document number 1, and underneath are all these documents. Well, what I'm going to do is I need to get numbers on all these to where I can call them up in presentation mode via the number. So the way to do that is to actually, and unfortunately I can barely see my mouse, but I'm going to select these by hitting that checkbox. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to assign trial exhibit numbers to the selected items, and I'm going to increment the number for each page. Okay, so the number would be 00001. Okay, and I'm going to click OK down here, and you can see down here it's actually doing these pages and assigning the document number to each one of these pages, so that when I'm in presentation mode I can pull up the appropriate document without having to go in and change the file name, or without having to select each file individually and then go in and change it. So now that that's done, you can take a look and see by just right clicking on a document. This is number 6, and you can go to edit, and when you open edit you can see trial exhibit number 00006, and the way you know that works is we have 428 documents here. So I'm going to call up 0399. Oops, let me back that up. 0399. For some reason it's not calling the 0399, and press enter, and what that's going to do is actually bring up document number 399. It'll see it in the bottom left corner, or bottom right corner. So that is how you just rinse and repeat. I mean, you just do the same thing for every set of documents you have. So that's how you add documents into Trial Director and get them in and get them numbered properly where you have all your numbers if you're going to use PDFs. There's other things you can do with TIFFs and whatnot, but I find this to be probably the easiest way to add the documents in. So that's how you do it.